Debates in the House of Commons rarely change anything, so it's always said. But there was one that did. March the 18th, 2003. That debate had huge implications for Britain, for Iraq, and of course for Tony Blair himself. It came at the end of a great national debate of long military preparation. Many people had doubts, but one of course didn't. That was Tony Blair himself. Now, as it happens, we've got quite a good insight to what the Prime Minister was thinking at this time, thanks to the behind-the-scenes access given to the Times photographer Nick Danziger. His pictures are here at the National Portrait Gallery in London. Hello, Mr. Chairman, it's Tony Blair here. This photograph was taken 4 days before that crucial debate on the 14th of March. The chairman in question, Chairman Arafat of the PLO, later President of the Palestinian Authority. And the Prime Minister is trying to reassure him that the war actually could help the cause of Middle East peace. And look who's watching in the mirror, just there, Alastair Campbell. At this time, of course, public opinion in Britain was pretty evenly divided into thirds. A third in favour of the war, a third fiercely opposed, and then the crucial third, broadly in favour, given what they'd been told, that there was evidence that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Under almost as much scrutiny as those weapons of mass destruction, the Prime Minister's relationship with an American president, a relationship that caused huge controversy, not just with his enemies, but with his friends too. This picture, taken at Camp David a week into the war, shows the Prime Minister and the President striding out to a chopper to fly to the United Nations to meet Kofi Annan. And just look how relaxed they look with each other. The pose got this picture the title, The Reservoir Dogs Shot. The day before the big debate, the Leader of the Commons, Robin Cook, went to see Tony Blair to resign in protest at the war, as did 2 junior ministers and 3 Conservative members of their front bench when they backed the war. Going into that debate the very next day, March the 18th, 2003, Tony Blair knew that his resignation would be required if he lost on a motion that was needed to trigger the use of force. Labour's whips had warned him that he could face a rebellion of around 100 Labour MPs. Now, if you take a look at this photograph here, you might think it looks like Tony Blair praying on the way to that Commons vote. In fact, it was taken a few weeks into the war, but it does show a moment of private introspection, a big contrast with the public confidence we saw so often.